Hello and welcome to the SheerLuxe show. Today is a very exciting one. It is our Met Gala special. Fashion's biggest night out happened last night at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, and I am joined by a pretty fab lineup of ladies to chat all about the style, the fashion and the glamour rocking the red carpet. So welcome to writer and brand consultant Billie Bhatia, founder of Folk Social Rachel Ingram, and fashion and content director Flora Macdonald Johnston. Ladies, it's so nice to have you here to talk about the Met Gala. It was a pretty epic evening, wasn't it? How do we all feel about it?
I mean, it's the most fun the morning after to scroll through Instagram after the Met.
Insta fodder galore, see all the designers, see all the fashion.
Yeah.
And what an iconic theme this year.
Pretty iconic, wasn't it? So it was an homage to Karl Lagerfeld and his heritage. And I feel like, the brief was met.
Yeah, I
by
feel
most
like it's
people.
quite a hard brief to pull off because otherwise you imagine everyone just being in black and white.
Black and white or
Yeah,
just
boring.
only tweed.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually there was a lot of diversity.
And people managed to pull in bits of Karl's legacy without keeping it all Chanel. It wasn't all Chanel.
Yes, totally. So the guests could choose from the kind of archive, whether that was Chanel, Fendi, Chloe, Balmain, Patou, right? So it was quite varied. And I don't know, it's maybe one of my favourite ones in recent years.
I agree.
Yeah.
Totally.
It was just, I think the theme was a lot more tangible than maybe the lexicon of America. That it just, it was better, I think, than most red
People
carpets
didn't
have
come
been.
dressed as inanimate objects, There was a bit more of
Objects,
fashion
but
about
also-
it rather than people coming as tiaras.
I felt like designers really tried to at least adhere to some of what Karl's designs gave. It wasn't just a full look off the runway, you know exactly who it is. Did you go for the theme or did you just pick something off the rack? Do you get what I mean? I felt like everyone really tried to at least have an essence of Karl throughout, which was cool.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think it
And
was
no
maybe-
hamburgers.
Definitely no hamburgers. There were some cats though, weren't there, which we'll come on to in a moment. Shall we have a look at some of the looks and digest some of them? So first up we have J-Lo, who's wearing Ralph Lauren. Rachel, what do you think?
I was saying I don't think it looks very Ralph Lauren.
No, I don't think it does.
But she looks amazing. It's J-Lo. Her boobs look great, and she's got abs, and she's 50. So,
I mean, she is a cracker,
Kudos.
isn't she? But I don't know, the look itself.
what do you think, guys?
I wasn't wowed by it.
Okay.
No, and I feel like the kind of corsage neckline just shortens her a little bit, considering she's so beautiful with the bod. Not against a fabulous hat though. Millinery's great.
Okay, so somewhat impressed, so-so. Okay, moving swiftly on. Daisy Edgar Jones wearing Gucci. Now, I'm on the fence about this one. I'm very interested to hear what you guys think. Billie, I'll come to you first.
It's quite classic. It's not breaking tons of mods. I
Yeah.
think it looks quite Gucci with the bow. I wouldn't say that was an obvious Chanel homage look. I think it looks quite Gucci homage.
I think that's
But
what
I thought her
felt.
hair looked great.
Well, that was one of the ones, wasn't it?
did you think about her?
Well, I think this was it. I felt like it was quite Gucci, and it's not, I don't know, it's not Karl enough for me. I think she looks fabulous, but
I think it's got an homage to Karl in that it's almost like a flecked. Is it a flecked tweed or is it a crystal?
it's hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. And the monochrome as well. So it
Yeah.
does have that, I don't know, Chanel-iness, but I just think she looks great. I think she looks cool.
Yeah, Flora, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I think obviously you're always going to have a sense of Karl if you go for black and white. And I guess with the kind of two parts split gown, that's a kind of maybe an homage to his couture ball gown collections when he split them in two.
Yeah.
Not my favourite, but certainly not my least favourite.
Okay, cool. Well, we're yet
wait
to
to get
be
to
yet to be blown away. Okay, let's come to Lizzo next, who's wearing Chanel. Billie, I know you're a big fan of Lizzo
Loved it.
generally, so what do you reckon?
I think this is the most kind of ladylike maybe we've seen Lizzo. And I don't know if she feels wholly comfortable in that ladylike aesthetic, but I do think she looks fabulous.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think she looks absolutely
Love the
amazing.
pearl detailing, love the hair.
I feel like everyone was looking at this thinking, I could wear that and
Yeah.
that feel really great. It was refined, but it was cool because
Really
of the
cool.
pearl detail.
And not an obvious Lizzo choice at all.
Exactly,
Which is what I
yeah.
loved about it. It was so unexpected.
I
from her.
agree. I like that the simplicity of the column style dress. It wasn't like this huge, overwhelming gown. It was quite chic.
She was wearing a boot with it. How do we feel about that?
Remind me.
I've just zoomed in. It's quite a chunky boot.
Oh, I hadn't really.
I don't know.
that.
The boot's thrown me a bit.
Is there a big
There were
slit
a
in the
lot
dress?
of off-key
Yeah, there is
accessories.
actually.
I'll pass you that iPad. There were a lot of off-key accessories, I felt. This
You felt?
season. Yeah.
Any
like,
other
there was
examples?
like Nicole Kidman with like a really black shoe.
Also, she's
At the bottom
got
of that
the
amazing-
fingerless
She's got
gloves
the
on.
gloves,
She's
yeah.
got the classic gloves on, and also the cross detailing, which obviously is classic.
Yeah, the gloves for me, I felt were.
Yeah, the boots
An
aren't
inspired choice.
giving to the dress. They aren't adding.
They're just not giving.
Well, all right. Shoes not giving. Rest of the look, fabulous.
Love
it.
Okay, we'll go with that. Next, we have Queen Sienna Miller, who is wearing Gucci. I love Sienna Miller so much, but I'm not really sure about this, I have to say, and it pains me to say it. What do you girls think?
All the silence is
I know, it's really deafening, isn't
I
it?
think I need to see the image along with Hold on.
It's quite sort of feathered.
Also with the gloves.
So many fingerless gloves.
Oh,
So
Sienna's
many
gloves. I mean,
gloves.
that's very Karl, isn't it?
But isn't
So-
it a bit obvious?
I know, it's a bit kind of costumey,
wearing
isn't it?
black sunglasses and
Yeah.
a white wig.
Like Jessica Chastain wearing her blonde wig, and she said, "It's not forever, it's for Karl." I quite liked that.
Yeah,
you know?
that was a
Nod.
nice nod.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Sienna.
I just feel
Lady of
like,
the moment.
you know, it's just not a kind of wow moment, though, is it really, in terms of dress?
She owns that 90s space, right?
Yeah.
Or like the early 2000s. And it's such a trend at the moment. And you
Yeah.
feel a bit like, and Karl was such a big part of that. You almost feel like it was a wasted opportunity. Like she could
Yeah.
have done something really impactful, really cool, really current and really contemporary. And that kind of feels like, it's nice, but it's nothing to, like we've got nothing to say about it,
Yeah.
particularly.
Oh, Sienna.
Oh, it really upsets me to say it because I just think
Yeah, I
she's
love
fabulous
her.
and she's aging like a fine wine. But on this occasion, not so much. Okay, so I feel like the next one will get some
Unanimous
words out of us.
votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa in Chanel 1992 couture. Claudia Schiffer wore this back in the day. I mean, I'm personally obsessed.
Love.
Really obsessed.
She looks incredible,
The
right?
pockets.
The
Like
pockets.
anything with pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
A
yeah,
dress with
done.
pockets, thank you.
Yeah.
We love it.
I know, it's absolutely amazing. I just love, I mean, I feel like she is a really sort of strong woman, right? Like in every aspect. I think that dress just really like highlights that about her. I feel like she really commands it.
I think we should probably be talking about the thing around her neck, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
You know,
let's,
this
let's
Tiffany,
discuss.
this
Absolutely.
Tiffany diamond.
Yeah,
that's,
huge.
What was it? 20 carats? No, maybe bigger.
Yeah. 100 carats.
100 carats.
100 carats. Forget 20.
One
A measly
100
20.
carats.
That is wild, isn't
Wild.
it?
It's crazy.
Right?
It's worth over $10 million.
Okay,
Casual, Dua.
But
So
I like
forget the dress, guys.
Forget the dress, but at the same time, I like the fact that Dua Lipa, often when you think of her, it's just hyper sex, loads of flesh, and
Yes,
actually this
agreed.
is really quite demure for her, so elegant and cool, and very not overstyled. Beautiful
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
I would have changed the hair. That's the only
Would
thing I would have
you?
changed.
What
I
would
would
you
have
have
done
done?
like a loose up do.
Okay, yeah.
Give the necklace the time it deserves.
Yeah,
Breathing room.
yeah. I kind
I
of
would have changed the
from.
shoes.
Yeah, I agree on the shoes.
I'm telling you, there were some
so
really
good.
bad shoes this
Maybe
Met
people think that
Gala.
they can hide them under the
I
dress
think
and
maybe
then.
a bit of an
Yeah,
upset.
yeah, those aren't great, are they?
No.
Can I have another look? I think
Yeah,
I
go
think
for
the
it.
dress really dominated this for me.
I
and
mean, the
don't
dress is
remember
mega,
what
and she looked really cool and
Ooh, yeah.
sophisticated. And if you're hosting, it's a really hard position to be in because you have to, you know, you have to be very much a part of the theme, but also stay true to yourself. But I think
And
she
turn
nailed
up
it.
first, which
And
is,
turn up
that's
first.
hard.
It's
That
because
is
you get
hard.
the most airtime.
But I mean,
But you're
the
also standing up
anxiety
doing
of
it.
coming first.
Side note, can we talk about Anna Wintour hard launching
Bill
her and
Nighy.
Bill Nighy? Like,
Quite
I'm
obsessed.
I
quite
love
obsessed.
it. I think it's iconic.
Yeah, I feel like this is like has been public knowledge for a while that they're
Yeah.
like dating, but I think they're so cute.
I always thought he was hanging about Chiconi's looking for a young woman, to be honest. Whenever I'm
He's
in
always in
Chiconi's,
Soho,
he's there.
always.
Yeah.
Always down Carnaby Street.
On his own.
If
just
anybody
kind of
wants to go
looking.
and find Bill
But
Nighy,
this
that is
has
where
all
he is.
been a massive ruse. He's like, I'm so single, like definitely not with anyone, and then boom, Met Gala. Been with that the whole time.
Mic drop,
you know?
right?
I mean, two people that everybody just loves. It's great.
Yeah, I know.
Let's
Two
keep our
national
fingers crossed,
heroes
guys. I
across
want
the
this to happen for them.
Yeah.
Me too.
I think cross for them both. Right, back to the fashion. Let's talk about Kim K. She's wearing a Schiaparelli. We briefly discussed her before this, and I think we're kind of divided on how we feel about it.
I also felt a bit like your younger sister does a big look, right? In this brand.
Wait, which
the
the
lion's head.
Okay.
The lion.
Oh, yes, of
Right?
course, yeah.
a few months ago. And then you're kind of riding on the tailcoats of that. It felt a little bit, I don't know, maybe that's me being mean.
I loved Michaela Cole in Schiaparelli.
Yes,
She
me
looks
too.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this Schiaparelli look, to be honest. I feel like there are so many iconic things he could have done or drawn in from his own inspirations to make this more Karl, to make it more Chanel, or any sort of hardware that he could have added that could have oded to it.
Do you think the pearls were trying to do that?
Yeah.
The pearls were trying
I
to be
don't
this
know.
ode
To me, it's
Karl.
just a kind of breastplate of pearls,
Yeah.
but not in a good way,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest.
I feel like I've seen it before with
Yeah.
Kim.
At
Let's
least
go.
the shoes matched.
Yeah, points for the shoes at least. Camilla Morrone next in rodarte.
I love this.
I'm obsessed.
I
one of my
love
favourite
this.
looks
Yeah,
of
me
the
too.
one of my favourite looks.
Agreed. She looks beautiful.
She
Yeah.
looks beautiful. It's the classic lace. It's the classic black. It's not overdone. It's so well cut to her body.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And she's having such a moment right now. Like she's so loved. She's so kind of no, she is. She's so kind. She's really in the spotlight at the moment.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you kind of love someone and you love the character that they've played in a TV show, or you love the TV show they were in, you really kind of identify with them. And then when they look great, you're so championing them. You want them to.
Whoever her stylist is, well done.
The fishtail, it was an unexpected win, I feel, last night on her and on Kerry Washington. Like,
Yeah.
chef's kiss, both of them.
Yeah. I mean, I never thought
Yeah.
I'd be into
Who
a fish
knew?
again.
Yeah.
But who knew? They can have another moment. Okay, Kerry Washington, as we just mentioned,
Stunning.
just stunning, right? Like
Flawless.
Spot on.
so flawless. I think the blazer draped over the shoulders is such an inspired choice.
Yeah.
And again, the fishtail really
Again,
really
her
working.
bod.
Oh man.
So good.
She's just a knockout,
She's
isn't
just
she?
a knockout. And again, we need to talk about these diamonds around her neck. Diamonds and pearls. I mean, that choker is incredible. But yeah, and that ring. She's just gorgeous.
Okay, Anne Hathaway in Versace next.
This is my favourite.
It is? Okay, tell me why.
I'll tell you why. Because I just think it's so brilliant how she's got this full tweed kind of Karl,
Yeah.
ode, and then it's mixed with the Versace like sexy 90s vibe with the safety pins, and that's very her and it's very true to her. And I think her hair looks amazing. I think she just looks great. Again, I'm not so keen on the shoes, but I let them pass.
A real bugbear about the old shoes.
But I do. I think she looks great, and I think
Yeah.
it's a really nice combination of the two worlds combining.
Yeah. Okay. Flora?
I completely agree. I think this is when a house does an ode to another designer really well, which they haven't lost the essence of Versace at all, but it's so clearly a love for Chanel and Karl's legacy, and I think it's great, and she does look incredible.
Do you think because they did Versace Fendi recently, they're like in the zone of like blending with Karl?
Probably.
With other
They're like,
brands?
"Pff, no problem. We can do this in a
Next out
day."
is Versace Chanel.
Real nice. Billy?
Loved it.
Yeah.
I think that it's like if she was still Andy and she was at the Met Gala in her
Yes,
Devil Wears
yeah.
Prada era, like that's what
So
she would get.
true.
Anna would have given her the AOK. Like,
Like, are you wearing
Amazing.
the
10 out of 10.
Versace dress? Yes, I am. Amazing. Okay, something completely different next. Rihanna in Valentino. I mean, we can kind of rely on Rihanna to be a little bit out there, can't we?
yeah. Did you see the sunglasses that had the fake eyelashes on them?
I don't think I did.
Don't worry, Polly, I'll zoom in for you.
Please.
You know those cars that
Oh
have
God,
the
I didn't even
eyelashes?
zoom in now. I was just too preoccupied with the rest of the dress. But wow, that is.
When she took them off, I was looking really closely. I was like, are they those huge false eyelashes that people put on their cars on the
On the headlight.
on the sunglasses?
Yeah, looks
that.
like they might be. What do you think? Like,
She loves to make a statement, doesn't she?
certainly
She's
does.
done this silhouette though a lot. You know, she's done the kind of puffy, oversized silhouette, and also it was Gualpe, wasn't it? The beautiful yellow dress
Yeah.
that she did. So I'll be honest, I'm a big Rihanna fan.
Yeah.
But it was a bit expected from her, to me.
All right. For me, this next look is the look of the night for me. It's Gisele wearing 2007 Chanel. It's a couture bridal look that she wore for a Harper's Bazaar shoot that was actually photographed by Karl Lagerfeld. I just think it's sensational. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think she looks outrageously good.
Like, unreal.
Yeah. We were just saying she's kind of in her post-divorce era and having
such a good revenge. Go to the Met and look amazing
Also, her
like
hair,
this.
that is
Yeah.
seriously good hair.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect, this is the hair that everybody
wants to achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
The blondie
really
beachy wave.
Blondie beachy wave.
And she is the queen of the beach
undone.
wave.
Oh,
And I actually feel like a beach wave is not always appropriate for like an event like this.
yeah.
But actually it works, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
She manages to nail like the very undone her personal style, but mix that with an elevated evening couture look so nicely, so perfectly.
But also, who can pull out something from their wardrobe in 2007 and still look good in it now?
Still looking
know.
at it now.
Look better in it
Incredibly.
now.
And the
Annoying.
cute little personal touches with Karl. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just really nice. It's
Yeah.
a great tribute.
Love it.
Yeah, absolutely
wins.
nailed the brief. Well done, Gisele. All right, next up we have Naomi Campbell, none other, wearing 2010 Chanel, kind of gorgeous pink, embellished number. What do you think?
Loved it.
Loved
Yeah?
it.
I think she looks really regal.
Yeah.
I think she looks very timeless. I love the pink. And I feel like Karl famously said that he thought pink was not a good colour that anybody should wear. But has obviously put it in his collection. And so there were lots of these nods to pink in a lot of the red carpet looks. But I think this one with the silver detailing, with the satin that's kind of draped in this.
It's so
very
statuesque and
That's
gorgeous.
what I was
way,
going to
yeah.
say. Statuesque is definitely the word for it, isn't
Yeah.
it? Kind of, I don't know, she looks like a Greek goddess.
Yes, I agree with you. Greek goddess. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. All right, next, Lea Michelle wearing Michael Kors.
Ooh, she looks like an Oscar. In a nice way.
In a nice way, okay. Any other thoughts about it?
I mean, not my favourite look. I think it's like nice, but it's not amazing. I'm also not getting loads of Karl from this, if I'm honest.
Yeah. okay.
But like, does she look beautiful? Yes.
Yes.
But I think it's just quite a hard act to follow on some level.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Let's move on to Liu Wen wearing Tory Burch.
I love this
Yeah,
look.
me too.
Yeah?
I think she just looks like a supermodel, you know,
Yeah.
like that real glamour.
Yeah.
I love the off-the-shoulder vibe. I
Yeah.
like the way that there's the detail of the chameleons that are the ode to Karl at the bottom of the dress.
And I love how they're generally spilling out of the dress in the most kind of beautiful way.
It's another fishtaily
Yeah.
silhouette. Guys, it's coming back.
It's coming back.
Make it happen.
I'm not sure how I feel
I'll
about
see
it
you
for
on the
me.
sofa wearing
Yeah. We'll be there like toddling in, like can't really move, but we look
That's
great.
us on the next panel.
Very good. Yeah, I feel like the neckline's really great. It's ultra glamorous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's about.
That's what it's
isn't
all
it?
about, isn't
Feels
it?
very New York.
It does. It certainly does. Okay, Iman Hammam. I love this. What do you reckon?
It's very chic. It's very simple. It's not blowing me away. But
Okay.
she looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of just distracted by how beautiful she is at all times,
Yeah.
rather than maybe the dress itself is giving me. I mean, bar the pearl detailing, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But she's just so amazing.
She's unbelievable.
Unbelievably good looking.
Kylie Jenner next wearing Jean Paul Gaultier. A big red number.
She has just been announced as the face of Jean Paul Gaultier, right? With
Yeah.
the helm. So it does make sense that she was wearing that.
She really got the theme matching the carpet with the blue,
Yes.
the
Oh
blue
my
and
goodness.
red.
Spot on.
But that's about it. That's all
Yeah,
you
I
think?
don't. I think like we're critiquing a lot of women that look fantastic. So we can't take away from that. But for me, this doesn't give Chanel.
No.
And while she looks great, I don't think it's like the most powerful ode to what could
Yeah.
have been a really fun theme for her to run with.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah, I agree. It's not Chanel. I mean, she looks amazing. And I was trying to work out, was the cape attached to the dress? Or were they separate pieces? Because I feel like she took off the capey bit and then it became part of the train of her
Oh,
dress.
I didn't see that.
I mean, it looks
I
like
might
it
be
kind of
wrong.
hooks behind her arms and then
There was something
goes
quite
down.
interesting. I feel like I need to watch a video, but there was something quite interesting about the dress, which maybe adds to the dynamicism of it.
I think it's also just quite an interesting Gaultier dress in the sense that there's so much imagination behind that brand. But actually, to me, this kind of cutout silhouette feels more Kylie than it does the brand itself, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Maybe this is where it's going, though.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Don't
This
have to
moment.
adhere to the theme if you don't want to, clearly. All right, Adut Akech. Adut is wearing Carolina Herrera, and I mean she's sensationally gorgeous, so I think she'd look great in whatever. But yeah, I think she's great.
I think she looks great. It's giving grandeur. It's giving like classic Chanel. It's all the colorways. It's the fabrications. It's the tufty loftiness of it all. I think she did a really great job.
I think, again, it's a great brand mix. Like, Carolina Herrera has done an amazing job on sticking to what she does best. Great gowns, but making it Chanel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. Good summarise. Olivia Wilde, we touched on her briefly before we started filming and we thought that she'd really nailed this. She's wearing Chloe because I think maybe her Oscars look we were sort of on the fence about. I remember when we filmed that, but today we think yes.
I mean, I love this. I really love it. It was an archive piece designed by Karl that was short and black, and Gabriella has essentially just adapted that and made it feel more modern. I love that it's full length. I love that it's in white, and I love the gold details and the arm cuffs. I think it's really beautiful.
Yeah, agreed. Flora?
Yeah, I think it's just really elegant. It makes a statement without being too loud. And I think she's done the whole look really well. I love the cuffs. I'm actually really for the cuffs.
Yeah.
And I think her earrings are amazing. It's just demure. I'm also all for a cape shoulder, quite frankly, when done well.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like a perfect ode without trying too hard, you know?
Nice, okay. Halle Bailey next, wearing Gucci. Billie, I'll come to you first.
I think it's like a classic Met look, but I wouldn't know specifically that it was for this Met Gala. I think the trail, the detailing, the shape, she looks great, but I wouldn't say this is like screams. This is a Karl Lagerfeld.
That's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Chanel.
You could put this in any Met Gala or event, Oscars, whatever, and it would just sit nicely in there.
It's a great red carpet look, but it's not like, I don't think it's her best Met. Is this her first Met though?
It's a good question. I think maybe.
Maybe you play it safer when it's your first Met. You don't want to come in like, you just want to come in softly.
Yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it? I feel like, what would I do if I was going to the Met one day? Would I go big or would I go a bit more demure? Maybe I'll find out one day. If you want to invite me, Anna, let me know. I'm free. Okay.
Just ask Bill. He's in Soho.
Well, yeah, good idea. That's where I can slide in. All right, Lila and Kate Moss next, wearing Fendi. I think they both look really great. Like, Lila especially, actually. I think she's really nailing it.
I love that they've gone together.
I agree.
I think it's
Yeah.
really
so
sweet.
special.
Yeah.
You think, like, your mum is a supermodel and that must be so hard, and yet, like, Kate's bringing her along on that journey with her and, like, including, I don't know, I really love that.
Yeah, I know.
I hope one day to take my children to the Met.
Rachel's free too.
We're all going to find Bill after this.
Ellie's and Chiconis.
Next
I know
year.
exactly where he's sitting.
Yeah. What did you think of Kate's look?
I love
It's
it.
kind of classic Kate.
Kate,
You know, it's like
yeah.
what we were saying earlier with Sienna. This is kind of what she should have done.
Yeah,
This was the classic kind of 90s boho chic, but she's elevated it for this Met. I love the kind of pink tulle, all chiffon that she's got going on. She looks really elegant.
She's wearing a choker as well.
And it's
I
iconic
love
Kate.
that. So cool.
Yeah.
And she looks great. Like,
She
there's
does.
been times recently where I've thought, oh, is she all right? But she actually just looks...
Is she all right?
No, I don't know. She's like, has she
Kate,
had too
are
much
you
work
okay?
done? I don't know. But I just think she looks really beautiful here. I think she
Yeah.
looks like herself again, you know?
Do we think it's a good nod to the theme, Billie?
It's a very Fendi nod.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people forget that Karl had such a longevity at Fendi too.
Yeah.
I think it's like sweet, quite playful for somebody of her age. It
Yeah.
maybe would have been out of place for her to be in like this sort of grandiose gown.
Yeah.
So I like that she sort of stayed young in what she
And not
what
too
she
sexy,
chose.
because there's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
Nepo kids who turn up in really sexy outfits. So I kind of like that it's, you know...
Yeah, not too sexualised.
yeah, exactly.
Feels age appropriate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Okay, great. Well done to them both. Lily Aldridge next in Oscar de la Renta.
Yeah.
Nodding.
I mean...
Nodding
This
at
is one
this.
of my favourite looks.
No, you're fine.
She
This
looks
is one of my
mega.
favourite looks.
Yeah.
Remind
We've
me
really
of
got a
the stuff I
type,
can
haven't
see
we?
again. Oh yeah, great. Again, that Chanel pink coming back in a little. It's quite 90s, isn't it?
But it has been interesting what we've been drawn to, which is actually these more kind of column style dresses when it's just one with a pop of colour, there's not too much going on.
Yeah.
understated.
Rachel, I feel like
Oh no, I love it.
You're in-
I
oh, you're
literally
into
love
it,
it.
okay.
I've got my brother's wedding this summer. I was like,
I'm like, could I wear this?
Just shopping, guys.
Yeah, just window shopping, great. I wonder if you could ask her to borrow it, maybe.
It's definitely available, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I really love that kind of slightly ruffled detail around here.
Oh,
and-
it's two big bows.
It's
Yeah,
two big
that's
bows.
so
Okay,
good.
Yeah,
couldn't quite
and I
see.
think again that's that touch of kind of Karl
Yeah.
Lagerfeld in what could otherwise be a bit of a boring dress, you know.
I would have loved it with some gloves.
Oh, okay.
I would have added gloves.
In like
Yeah.
black gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
she's done the up, you know, the kind of slicked back hair updo.
Just give it like a bit of like going to the.
I mean, that to me is like
the
beauty
ball,
looks
to
supreme.
the opera. Yeah.
Elegant, very nice. All right, last but certainly not least, we've got Michaela Cole in Schiaparelli again. She looks, I think, really mega.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know what there is that's Karl about it, but I actually
Yeah.
don't really care.
Yeah, I know what to say.
I'm like, it's just so good. She
Yeah.
looks fantastic.
She looks unreal. This is the Schiaparelli that we all want.
This is a
know
Schiaparelli
and
winner,
love.
yeah.
Do you get what I mean with the detailing? If we are going to say a bit of a nod, yeah, the gold toes.
The gold shoes.
I
mean, she wins the shoe queen crown. Look.
Oh, yeah.
They've got toes on them.
Oh,
The gold toes.
I just
Gold
This is
toes.
what I
This
want.
just makes me feel a little bit uneasy.
Oh,
the gold
totally.
toes.
It's like when people wear those socks with finger
That's exactly what I'm
holes. Yeah.
thinking. I'm like,
But
are you sure?
it works. It works
You
for this
think?
look. Yeah, because it's
It's so weird.
so them, you know?
Yeah.
I think if it's going to have a nod anything to Chanel, it's just more like his constant stacking of accessories, bracelets, pearls. And I do get a sense of that with some of the way that the dress is done and laid out. But ultimately, I mean,
And the
she's-
collar, I guess.
she's
the
just
collar,
a queen.
like,
She is, isn't
jewels
she?
of it.
And I love the kind of like sort of mismatched nipple detailing, which I think just...
I mean, who doesn't want mismatched nipple detail?
Yes.
That's what I need for my brother's wedding.
Yes! Who needs that other one? Sorted. Brilliant. All right, ladies, that was really, really fun. Thank you so much.
Polly, what was your favourite look?
Oh, that's such a good... I think it's Gisele. I don't know. I just think she's nailed it. How about you?
I like Anne Hathaway.
Do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like the Versace collaboration.
Yeah.
Versace Chanel.
Yeah, nice. Flora, what was your favourite, do you think?
I mean, it's actually really hard, but we haven't spoken about it. But Pedro Pascal.
Oh, yeah!
in the red.
we need to
in the
chat
red
him.
with the boots. That man can do no wrong for me, but that was so out there.
You know what, the men looked good. The men
did
did really
actually,
look good
yeah,
last
they
night.
did.
Lil
yeah.
Nas
There was
X.
a lot of good jackets for the men, not just boring suits.
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about Lil Nas X?
I think we should just have a
We
quick...
should just have a really quick conflab. Let's do it.
How do we feel about that? It was a thong
It
and painted
was-
body.
Paint
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
I
lots
haven't
of
looked at it
crystals.
properly. I saw like a flash of it, but I haven't like dissected it entirely.
I just need to get his stylist on the phone to be like, when I looked at this, I thought of Karl. When I look at his face, I see Karl.
Yeah.
It's Choupette. It's Choupette. It's the cat whiskers.
yeah.
It's the cat
Where
whiskers.
was she, Pat?
Where was Choupette?
In the Bahamas.
Probably
Living
living
off
on his
Living
private
off of
jet.
Karl's fortune.
And Billy, what was your favourite look?
I think mine was Anne Hathaway too. I remember this morning when I was scrolling and got to her picture, like I audibly gasped when I looked at her look. It's
always
the
the
hair, the makeup, the dress, everything. It was just,
Yeah.
yeah, nailed it.
Chef's
Well done,
kiss. Amazing. All right, thanks so much, ladies. I loved every second of that, and I hope you did too. If you need more of a fix for more Met Gala fashion, do check out SheerLuxe's Instagram and site content today. Have a great day wherever you are.